Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students of first year MBBS, let's talk about the tonsils. We have started with the lymphatic system, and I have told you about the lymph node yesterday, and today we are going to talk about the tonsils. Tonsils are present in the buccal cavity. अल्लाह ताला ने हमारे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम के माउथ के ऊपर गार्ड्स बिठा रखे हैं. So this is the Waldeyer ring. You can see the tonsils are three masses of tissue. There is a lingual tonsil, there is a pharyngeal or adenoid tonsils, there are palatine or facial tonsils. Together they form the Waldeyer's ring. Can you see the buccal cavity? When we open the mouth, we will see that there are two palatine tonsils which are in between the anterior and posterior fascial pillars, just lateral to the uvula. You can see these two tonsils. These are the palatine tonsils, and then we have got a lingual tonsil, which is, as the name indicates, this is the tonsil which is present at the posterior surface of the tongue. And there is a nasopharyngeal tonsil which is also known as the adenoids. जो मारूफ टॉन्सल्स हैं जिनका हम अक्सर ज़िक्र करते रहते हैं, आप लोग जो हैं वो जानते हैं, लोगों के गले पक जाते हैं, लोगों का गला ख़राब हो जाता है, हम कहते हैं टॉन्सिल्स हो गए हैं. ये आमतौर पे पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल्स की बात हो रही होती है. पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल जो हैं वो टॉन्सिलाइटिस काज करते हैं. द इन्फ्लेमेशन एंड इन्फेक्शन ऑफ द टॉन्सिल्स, दैट इज़ द पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल्स, इज़ कॉल्ड द टॉन्सिलाइटिस. एक्यूट फॉलिकुलर टॉन्सिलाइटिस, एक्यूट पेरेन्काइमेटस टॉन्सिलाइटिस, ये आप फोर्थ ईयर MBBS में ENT के सब्जेक्ट में पढ़ेंगे. लेकिन here I am going to talk about the histology of the tonsils. As you know, this is one of the lymphoid organs, and in the lymphoid organs we have got the distribution of the lymphatic tissue in the body is in the form of the diffuse and nodular type of lymphatic tissue, as I have described yesterday. And the tonsils are the organs which are present in the buccal cavity. If we talk about the palatine tonsils, let's start from the palatine tonsils. Palatine tonsils are two paired ovoid masses which are present in between the anterior and the posterior fascial pillars. They are lying just lateral to the uvula. You can see this is the anterior pillar and the posterior pillar, and in between there are almond shaped masses which are known as the, आपने अगर मुंह खोल के आप शीशे के सामने खड़े होकर देखें तो आपको यूवुला के दोनों तरफ टॉन्सिल्स नज़र आते हैं और उनमें सुराख भी नज़र आते हैं. बिकॉज आई विल टेल यू दैट द टॉन्सिल्स, दे आर कवर्ड बाई कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. दे आर नॉट कवर्ड बाई कनेक्टिव टिश्यू कैप्सूल. They are covered by the same epithelium, which is the epithelium of the oral cavity, that is the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. The tonsil has got a condensed connective tissue capsule on the dorsal side or the posterior side, which form the bed of the tonsil. So the tonsils, when we see under the microscope, when we cut the section of the palatine tonsil, you will find that the palatine tonsils are covered by stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium, and this epithelium dips down into the tissue to give rise to the pockets or indentations which are known as the crypts. There are 10 to 20 crypts in the tonsils. वो जो मैंने आपसे कहा है कि सुराख नज़र आते हैं, वो they are the mouths of the crypts of the tonsils. There is a biggest crypt. One of the biggest crypt is known as the crypta magna, and at the bottom of these primary crypts there are secondary crypts, and they are also lined by the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. So sometimes you can, when we push the tonsils by a tooth brush, there will be the cheesy material coming out. अगर आप शीशे के सामने खड़े होके टॉन्सल्स को दबाएं टूथब्रश के साथ तो आपको वाइट डर्टी वाइट चीज़ी मटेरियल उसमें से निकलता हुआ महसूस होगा. This is actually the collection of the food debris and the desquamated cells. This cheesy material is present in these crypts, and the inflammation of the tonsils is called the acute tonsillitis. The nature has provided in the buccal cavity there is a Waldier's ring of the lymphoid organs, and these lymphoid organs are the palatine tonsils, the nasopharyngeal tonsil, the tubal tonsils and the lingual tonsils. तो गोया के अल्लाह तबारक व ताला ने हमारी सांस और खुराक वाली नाली के ऊपर दरबान बिठा रखे हैं, और ये जो टॉन्सल्स हैं ये लिम्फॉइड ऑर्गन्स हैं. दे आर कंसर्न्ड फॉर द इम्यूनिटी, दे आर कंसर्न्ड फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द बॉडी फ्रॉम द इनहेलिंग एंड इंजेस्टिंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. हम चूँकि जो भी चीज़ इनहेल करते हैं या जो हम चीज़ खाते हैं उसमें ज़्यादा एहतमाल है बैक्टीरिया का, फंजाई, फॉरेन बॉडी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द एंटीजेंस. So the nature has provided these lymphoid organs at the opening of our respiratory as well as the digestive tract. So I was talking about the palatine tonsil. Palatine tonsils are the famous tonsils, and palatine tonsils, the histology of the palatine tonsil is the palatine tonsils are not covered by the connective tissue capsule as in the case of the lymph node. There is only a posterior condensed connective tissue capsule, and on the anterior side the lymphoid tissue is covered by stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. And when we see under the microscope around these indentations or the crypts, we will find the diffuse and nodular type of connective tissue, and there are free and motile lymphocytes, and there are nodular lymphatic tissue, and these lymphatic nodules are, I have told you yesterday that these are 200 microns to 1 millimeter in diameter circular collection of the lymphocytes. And because there is always an antigenic stimulus when we eat something, it passes through the buccal cavity, and the antigenic stimulus will gives rise to the primary lymphatic nodules, and we will find the germinal center. The germination is going on in the center of these lymphatic nodules. There is lightly stained area because of the lymphoblastic proliferation. The lymphoblasts are the cells which have got a big nucleus which is lightly stained. It is euchromatic, and this gives rise to the light staining to the central portion. So in a primary lymphatic nodule, that is a typical lymphatic nodule, there is cortex and there is germinal center. So this is the microscopic picture of the palatine tonsil. Can you see these lymphatic nodules which are having the germinal centers, and the area surrounding this lightly stained germinal center is a very darkly stained area which contains the small lymphocytes, and the aggregation of these small lymphocytes at the periphery makes the mantle or the cortex of the primary lymphatic nodule. So these are the lymphatic nodules, and these lymphatic nodules are embedded in the diffuse type of lymphatic tissue. So you can see on the anterior surface or the ventral surface of the tonsil, we can see a stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. There is a basal membrane or the basal lamina, and just above the basal lamina the first layer consists of the columnar cells, Then there are several layers of polyhedral cells, and in the superficial layer there are the squamous cells, which are nucleated in living cells. There is no keratinization. So this is stratified squamous non-keratinized, that is the moist type of epithelium which is lining the buccal cavity, and this epithelium covers the tonsils on the anterior side. The capsule is only on the posterior aspect of the tonsil. That condensed connective tissue capsule then sends the septa inside or trabeculae to divide the substance of the tonsil into smaller compartments. And can you see the submucosa? There is epithelium. Just beneath the epithelium is the lamina propria, and lamina propria and the epithelium both are known as the mucosa. So the covering of the palatine tonsil is the mucosa. This is another diagram. You can see the epithelium then dips down into the deeper tissues, and this is known as the crypt. And in the bottom of the crypt you can see the bifurcation, that is the primary crypt is dividing into these secondary crypts. They are lined by the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. Function of the tonsil. The immune function at the entrance of the oropharynx. Form the protective mucosal lining. Increase the surface area for contact between the oropharyngeal content and the immune cells. Separate tonsils from underlying connective tissue and wall them off in the event of infection. So this is a dissected part of the oropharynx. You can see the palatine tonsils present in between the anterior and posterior fascial pillars. As regards the pharyngeal tonsil, this is an accumulation of lymphoid tissue in the posterior wall of the nasopharynx. The free surface of the pharyngeal tonsil is covered by pseudostratified. You know the respiratory epithelium in the nasal cavity, which starts from the nasal cavity, is the pseudostratified. So this tonsil, which is the collection of the lymphatic tissue, that is the nodular and diffuse type of lymphatic tissue present in the posterior aspect of the oropharynx. Clinical significance. I have told you that the inflammation and infection of the palatine tonsil is a very common disease, especially in the children and school going children. They suffer from repeated attacks of tonsillitis, and inflammation of the tonsils as the result of bacterial or viral infection is called tonsillitis. You can see these red swollen palatine tonsils with purulent exudate, pus is coming out. This is called the acute follicular tonsillitis. Patient present with the sore throat, pain and the fever and dysphagia. In severe cases, the infection may extend to involve the pharynx, larynx and the auditory tube. That's why the auditory tubes are, because here in this picture you can see that just beneath in the posterior nares, the posterior choanae, you can find a swelling, that is the adenoids. Whenever there is enlargement of the nasopharyngeal tonsil, especially in the children, it obstructs the airway. And also you are familiar with the opening of the eustachian tube. The opening of the eustachian tube is there in the nasopharynx. So when we have got the enlarged nasopharyngeal tonsil, that is adenoiditis, there is obstruction of the eustachian tube also, and because of this obstruction of the eustachian tube, there is inflammation in the middle ear cavity, that is known as the glue ear. There is infection in the middle ear cavity because of the obstruction of the, this is called a tubotympanic type of disease, and the children always suffer from this type of otitis media. The people come to the ENT surgeons and they complain of the children. Always they have got the nasal obstruction, there will be snoring and mouth breathing. मुंह खुला रखता है, माँ आके कहेगी बच्चा मुंह खुला रखता है, और बच्चा जो है वो रात को खराटे लेता है, आवाज़ें आती हैं उसके मुंह से. तो this indicates the presence of the enlarged adenoids, and we have to remove the adenoids by adenoidectomy. Here you can see the eustachian tube. There is the opening of the eustachian tube, and just in front of this opening of the eustachian tube is lying the adenoid, and when the adenoid is enlarged, it will give rise to the obstruction of the eustachian tube. This is an enlarged adenoid, and you can see it is obstructing the, also it obstructs the airway, and it also obstructs the eustachian tube. As regards the structure of the nasopharyngeal tonsil, that is the adenoids, when we cut a section, you can see that the this is a mass of diffuse type of lymphatic tissue in which there are lymphatic nodules embedded, and it is covered by pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium, which is the epithelium of the nasopharynx. And there are no crypts, there will be seen only 2 or 3 folds or pleats. Beneath the epithelium is present a diffuse mass of lymphatic tissue in which are embedded many lymphatic nodules. The deeper surface of the pharyngeal tonsil is also covered by a thin capsule of fibrous connective tissue, so it is also not covered by a complete connective tissue. As regards the lingual tonsil, this mass of lymphatic tissue is located in the root of the tongue. Here lies the lingual tonsil. There are usually 1 or more wide-mouthed crypts lined by a continuation of the surface epithelium, which is of stratified squamous variety, and beneath the epithelium there is a layer of lymphatic nodule. So this was about the tonsils.